This is John Chapman with the 49ers Rush podcast, and you are watching CG Ruthless Sports. Hope you're ready.
How's it going? All right, man. This damn phone was acting kind of weird. Anyways, let's kick it for today. I'm at work tonight. I'm chilling. I'm gonna do a couple rounds for a bit. But if you guys want to jump into the link, you guys can just hop on in. Y'all want to, man? It'd be nice to help with a little bit of the outcome, but algorithm's nice if you want to share. But if you want to leave us a chat too, I don't really care. Everybody's more than welcome to chill and talk sports. In the meantime, I'm just here to do the best I can. So today was a okay day, All right, let's see if everybody's coming. We got John J in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Ooh, long day, man. Had to get some extra rest for tonight.
Mm-hmm. How long are you working up to today? What?
6 in the morning. Yeah, I work till 6 in the morning, and then I got another shift from 7 p.m. till 3 p.m. It's gonna be different locations, but they've been having. Yeah, I hate graveyard shift. That's the one shift I hate the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand if it goes from 3 in the morning. I can understand 3 in the morning, but this is pushing it too much for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what else can I complain about, man? A job's a job.
Yep. If you're bringing in money, it is what it is. Yeah. Like I said, I have friends. They wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and they pick up garbage, but they get back home like at 1 o'clock. But they go to bed like at 7 or 8 o'clock at night to get some sleep.
That's how some jobs are, man. It's just the acclimation. I've been used to these kind of shifts, but it's been like a long time, and then I've been going at it lately because they've been throwing me out there. So it's like, man, they're really trying to torture me is what it is.
Yep. I'm actually back working. Today was my first day working. Basically, it's a little side job. Little buddy of mine heard that I wasn't working and he needed help just stocking up, paint. And there's a little shop where he sells like hardware stuff. So he hooks me up a little bit. So got a little cash coming in. So I'm a little happy. It's not something. It's like maybe like 3 hours a day.
Hey, John J, guess who's coming over? Want to guess who come over? It's your favorite guy. Your favorite guy of the day. I'm not saying the other person. I'm going to say this guy. Your boy,
Corey Davis.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be your favorite guy. That's your favorite guy?
Corey Davis is the king, man. Come on, CJ's the king.
He's the legend.
He's the legend.
the legend of my contribution, the legend of contributing, man. This guy has always been giving back, and I can't thank him enough, man. He's always been great.
Yeah, Corey Davis is the king. He's the OG of the 49ers.
He's the OG, man. Yeah, you're the OG, man. It's all cool, man. But how do you feel about me, hey, Corey Davis? How do you feel about me maybe interviewing Stevie Ray, man? He's already gotten to the inbox with me.
Yes, I saw that. I said, who's Stevie Ray? I don't even know who Stevie Ray is.
WCW wrestler, Booker T's brother.
Oh, okay.
Remember that big brother of his?
Oh.
Yeah, Stevie Ray. That's him.
Okay.
Remember the Harlem Heats, right?
Yeah.
Remember Booker T's big brother, the
Yep.
big tall one. That's the one I'm gonna have on my show.
Mhm.
Yeah. He was already checking out my Buff Bagwell podcast where I interviewed him. He wanted to check out the clip, and then he wanted to see what he was getting himself into, and then he said he'll get back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we were having talks with the network, man, the AZ Sports Fan, everybody else. We're all pitching ideas, and I was like saying, hey, how about we come up with something similar to ESPN a little bit, but let's just come up with our own version of it. Last take, and I guess they just came up with the idea, and I just said, you know what, I'll just design it myself. And now they're coming up with something with a different topic. It's another segment. So we'll see. It's some kind of something with quarterback situation or something, and it has my face on it.
Yep.
But they're tomorrow and the channel. NFC West Network's already getting close to 100 subscribers, bro. Just one video, and it's already getting pretty solid.
Yep.
It's got potential to be pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, last Saturday, I introduced my network, little tryout. So, and then we're working on the time. Me and like remember, I'm trying to keep my stuff like under the wraps because I don't want people to know what I'm doing. But once everything is unveiled and all fun, it's gonna be so great. And
Yeah, I'm trying.
are coming. Channel promotions are coming. John J. So
Yeah,
happy.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to stick around with all these other networks, but it's kind of like on my plate a little bit. Like I'm still working with Bergen, and I'm still working with the NFC West network. I didn't know they were going to go towards this direction, but like before we did our other roundtable the other day, like before, like maybe around December or something, we were discussing something about it. And then it came to that conclusion to where they wanted, like AZ been talking about it, and he's been like something about this channel or our own channel from this network, and think of a channel name. And I told him, and I guess they liked the idea. I said, dude, if you're gonna come up with something with NFC West content, NFC West Network, dude. It's kind of like NFL Network. It'll be more kick-ass. You do your segments. You do your roundtable. You have our videos posted on the network if it needs to be. And I guess AZ and the rest of the guys were like saying, oh, okay, I like your idea. That works perfectly better. And then I came up with the idea. I said, why not we have a little debatable argument segment called Last Take? We just argue. We debate. We make a debatable. We recap the game or have a good debatable about the team in general.
Yep.
And they liked it. So I guess they're coming with it.
Yep.
The only thing I hated about it is when Joe Baggs is bragging about his Rams going to the Super Bowl. That's the only part I hated about that intro.
Joe Baggs, I want his team to lose because he owes me a one-on-one. That guy is a dick. And Sheriff Joe, wherever you at, John J, he's gonna go after you when you lose. I'm gonna do my own little firing range on
I don't remember. Like I remember we were talking about it. I remember they were like discussing a chain, but I don't think we ever came into terms. And that's when I think that's when Joe Baggs came into conclusion and said, "Yeah, I don't think we even came into the terms that even though I should have got it." But he said we didn't even agree to the terms yet. So I guess he left me off the hook on the bet.
He needs to stop making stuff up. He's like, "Where's my chain? Get your own chain."
Well, dude. I mean, if we had to come up with collateral, that I would have understood, but we never did.
Listen, if Joe Baggs wanted to make a bet, he better penny out his pockets because I do not bet chains or I bet cash money.
Oh man, you're funny, man. I don't know what is it about you don't like. I mean, you like everybody in the round table, but except him every now and then, right?
Well, I don't hate him. I don't hate. I don't hate. It's just he's arrogant and he thinks he knows more than everybody else. He's not even humble. He's not even humble. He's not like Hey, he's like, hey, listen. I know my team beat you, but he did not give the Niners no credit. He is arrogant, so screw him.
Well, speaking of arrogant, the guy works on a radio and he actually does something with the news or some shit like that. So he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, sure. He works in the radio.
Yeah. I mean, he's funny in his own right, but Steezy, man, Steezy could be a little bit too side at times, man. Sometimes he may be on my.
Steezy was lucky I was not in there, man. He had the audacity to say that our team was trash and we should have lost to the Packers. The audacity. His team was out of the playoffs. He has no leg to stand on.
But then he was talking about like two sides, bro. What's a win-win? You should have just said I'm going to pick the Niners, but he never did. So what's a win-win, bro? You just said if the Niners beat the Rams, that's a win-win. How is that a win-win? You should have just picked the Niners. It seems kind of mixed up a bit.
Technically, if it wasn't for the secondary, because remember John Jay spitting facts, if the secondary did not run forward and go after and did not go outside the box and leave Cooper Kupp open, they should not have won the game. So that's all I'm going to say about that game. And then the Cardinals did not have the Hopkins, so it would have been different if they would have had Hopkins. I'm saying facts.
But I'm hearing rumors that I'm hearing good signs that the Bengals will get their tight end back for this game.
Yeah, because
because I guess he sprained his MCL and he's already making quick recovery. And then that tight end Tyler Higbee might be ruled out of this game.
See, if the Bengals win the Super Bowl, I won't be surprised because whatever the reason, I think Joe Burrow is just lucky. I think
he went to LSU and won a championship out there.
Yeah,
and it's his first year too.
Most of the NFL is out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this MLB lockout. I miss Giants baseball, dude. I don't even know what's going on with baseball. I haven't been watching baseball in a while.
Yeah, so basically, in November, the commissioner locked out his athletes, so they can't go to the stadiums, they can't go to the training facility, and he's basically hurting the game of baseball. And it's just sad that he just locked out his players. He doesn't want to work with the lawyers and the players union. Baseball's
that's how the commissioners are.
He's a horrible
commissioners, man. They're always. Would you put him horrible than Roger Goodell? Because I think Roger Goodell's a piece of shit.
Roger Goodell's always been garbage, but at least Roger Goodell cares about his sport. That if he has to step in and do something, he'll do it. But yeah, the commissioner of baseball.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you like a hypothetical question. Like this is football related, but let's put it in political perspective in football. Did you really think that the Texans were going to hire Lovie Smith, or you think they were just pressuring to hiring him because of that stupid racist shit?
Well, unfortunately, like you said, I don't like talking politics.
But when you look at the way it's going, dude. Wasn't Brian Flores the candidate for the Texans job, and then it just leaned towards? I think when I look at it that way, man, I don't want to sound harsh, but man, Lovie Smith was pretty much that one guy they just use as an excuse, like, oh, we just hired him. He's so and so, you know.
See, like Lovie Smith has a track record. He's over 500.
It was 10 years ago.
He's over 500 as a coach, and. It's just unfortunately that he's been under the radar. I'm not saying he's like the best coach in the NFL, but he's a good coach.
He's a good defensive mind. Yeah, he's a good defense.
I believe because the Texans, they've been dealing with a lot of BS in the last year and a half, and I think because of the pressure what's going on with the lawsuit, I think that they're doing that just to show face. But the NFL has a problem, and they need to fix whatever's going on because, it's going to get worse if you think that if this lawsuit or whatever, it's just going to get worse.
Well, it's making it worse for Houston, to be honest. I mean, you could have done the right thing and maybe went with Flores and maybe they would have shut up about it. But then again, they don't want to take a chance on it. That's just how they're organized.
Well, Flores is suing the league, so no team wants to touch him.
No team will. No team will. Yeah, no team will because of the situation. But let alone, man, the way I see it, man, this sounds more like a kind of a coward move by Houston, because the fact that they were forced to hire Lovie Smith, and Lovie Smith hasn't been a really good coach since the last decade. If you look at his track record, from Illinois, bro, he sucked over there, and you're below 500. And then you get a defensive coordinator job because of that Coley. But then when he was in Tampa Bay, he didn't have a great record in Tampa Bay. People just only remember his success with the Bears. That's it.
People forget that Tampa was rebuilding. People forget. Rebuilding.
But do you really think that it's going to convince Deshaun Watson to come back to Houston, or they're already done with this guy? I mean,
so I don't disagree with everything you're saying. I'm saying that Lovie Smith is a good coach. Now, is he the best coach in the NFL? No, but he's a good coach. Now, what Houston is doing is they're just making him the head coach because they have no other candidates, so they had no other options. I do think they wanted Brian Flores. It's just unfortunately he did what he did, and to make a little bit, helpful for the league, they're just basically trying to make the league look good. I'm not I just feel bad for Lovie Smith because maybe this is just a little bandage for all the BS that's going on. And like I said, I don't like talking.
I think he's a stopgap. I think he's a stopgap coach because he's one and done after this year, because there's no way he's going to stick around. I think that's to cover up the BS, to be honest.
Now, say he wins like 7 games or 8 games, they might bring him back for another year. Now, if he goes like worse than 4-13, yeah, that makes sense. But if he wins like at least 7 games, they should keep him, in my opinion. But if he wins a lot of games, as many games as he can, then his stock will go up in the NFL for next year. But right now, it's just a little. You know what? Forget it. It was basically like a hire, as I mentioned, for the league.
Yep. I just think a lot of this plays out, but I feel like in this coming, speaking of it, the draft is coming up down the corner, but I guess Wayne Breezy was kind of explaining to you about that offensive line, so I did do some research on him. He's not really quite a good pass blocker, more of a run blocker. That's probably what fits our scheme.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Niners sat down with him and they spoke to him. Basically, the video was. I'm not saying he's like the best offensive line player. I'm just saying that the Niners were speaking to him, and basically he enjoyed whatever he had the conversation with the Niners. And plus, there were also a few other teams that also reached out to him. It wasn't not just the Niners, but I'm not disagreeing with Wayne Breezy, and that was kind of weird that Wayne Breezy found my channel. So I don't know how. That's pretty cool. I reached out to him. He'll probably get back to me next week. But like I said, hey, he does his job. I give Wayne Breezy. Wayne Breezy knows what he's talking about. So
he always dude, that guy always finds other Niner community, bro. He'll come around. If you see him out of blue, he'll come. He always comes out of nowhere on my channel, so sometimes he'll come around. Let's see. I already got in contact with him. He's already giving me a schedule, but he kind of apologized for those other times he kind of had some issues. So he's telling me that I can get back with him through text, and then he'll get back to me, and then he'll just send him the link, and then he'll jump in. He said he's cool with it. He's cool with you. He says, hey, he likes what you're doing too, but he's always looking at other YouTubers also. So he doesn't always. He has his own co-host with Peachy, so that's another person he works with. So,
hey, like I said, I'm not gonna go grovel. That's not the type of person. Now, if he's busy, I'm not gonna pester him. Now, it was pretty cool that he found my channel, and a bunch of 3 people said in the chat that they wanted me to work with them. So, I found he has an Instagram, so I can communicate with him. So I followed him. I sent him a message. He'll probably get back to me tomorrow. If not, maybe.
CG does. Yeah, CG does free agency start in March. I believe it does. I think it's early March, if I'm mistaken.
Yep.
March 16th, yeah. So it's mid March 16th. So
yeah, so basically free. So this is how free agent goes. So once March 5th, that's the new calendar year. So the new rollover of contract starts all over again. That's the new league year. 7 days later is the legal tampering period where teams can legally sign players. That is not called it's called the legal tampering, where you can tamper. And then on the 15th, 16th, all signings are official. So we will find out. Like, I think, in my opinion, we'll find out where Jimmy's gonna go during the legal tampering period. In my opinion,
but we can agree to a trade terms after that, because after I've seen some trades happen. I think Stafford trade happened during, like, before the league year start or something like that.
Yeah,
Was like I forgot what day it was, but the trade happened during that day.
Yeah. Have you seen the Debo interviews on ESPN and on CBS? How he said a lot of great things about Jimmy Garoppolo. So it shows you that the team likes
Really
Jimmy
respect him.
Garoppolo, players.
Yeah,
Debo
my bad, John.
Yeah, and then the Jim Rome, where he sat down with Jim Rome on CBS Sports, and Debo said that if Jimmy was healthy all year, this is what Debo said. So I'm not taking nothing out of context. He felt that Jimmy could have had a better season if it wasn't for the injuries, and he says that he's going to miss Jimmy Garoppolo. And this is what Debo said. I'm not trying to say that, because Debo's saying we should keep him. I'm just saying that Debo and a lot of players are going to miss him. And that's the thing about the Niners. It's a great culture, but it's a business. And like I said, I never had anything towards Jimmy Garoppolo, but you and I know that he was very limited.
He was very limited in the offense because he can't really do exactly what a player like Trey Lance can do. Trey Lance is giving you the glimpse of what Jimmy wouldn't be able to do. Like, the fact that you saw Trey Lance throwing the deep pass to Debo, where it's perfectly right in the position to where he can get the touchdown, or perfectly right in the throw where if the time that Jimmy overthrew a pass in that Super Bowl, the way Trey Lance threw that ball to Debo or the other receivers, that was more of a perfect throw towards the money. That would have been easily Super Bowl champions at the time if that was the throw you were looking at.
Did you hear what Trey Lance said in the press conference where what he talked about how the play happened? So he basically diagnosed it that it was basically a deep cross where basically Debo was going to go out and stretch the field and have the safeties play deep. But the safeties did not break deep. They followed Debo. So Debo had to cross. He had to go a deep cross. It was supposed to be a deep play. So he had to cross. And Trey Lance wanted to throw the ball, and that's why he was able. And so basically one little mistake that Kyle Shanahan didn't see, that the safeties did not bite what the real play was, but it still turned out to be a touchdown. And you saw the composure of Trey Lance, where he bootlegs and he took his time to survey the field and he waited for Debo to get position. I love the way he diagnosed the play. That I love to do. It shows you how he is really learning that playbook. It's not like he just doesn't hold the clipboard. No, he studies that playbook. So it's gonna be fun when he plays.
Yeah, and what makes me really stand out about Trey Lance is, dude, he can just he can extend the plays. He'll be able to escape away, and he'll, even if nobody's open and he has a chance to run for that lane, I'm pretty sure he'll get some chunks of yards out of those runs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
CG.
Yeah.
You know why I asked that question?
Why you asked that question?
The winning formation. Remember that winning formation question I asked you?
Oh, the victory formation. Well, okay, like technically the play, it's still considered a play, but it depends if they're kneeling the play or not. If they're not, then you can still get a play out of it. If the center snaps the ball bad, then yeah, it's pretty much anybody's game right now. Like Like there was this play called the Medal of the Miracle of the Meadowlands or something, where Herman Edwards, because I guess at the time the Giants were going to do a victory formation on the play, and they snapped the ball or lost the snap of the ball or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a life. It's anybody's guess, dude.
Yeah,
I was thinking like this. I'll say it like this: take a defensive back, like take our safety, get him under the center, and tell him watch that ball. As soon as that ball get hyped, as soon as the center go like this, dive under his leg, try to knock it out.
Well, it's not as easy to scheme it because if the quarterback nails it, dude, it's game over pretty much. But
I know, but if you can dive and just time it right, he can knock that ball out to interrupt the center and the quarterback.
the point is, he would have to jump over.
No, go right through the middle, right in the middle of the center, between the legs, right between his legs. That's why I say take your defensive back, a smaller player to do it. Don't get one of them big defensive linemen trying to do it. Get one of them small like Jimmy Ward. He'd be small enough to.
Yeah, he would fit perfectly because of his size. But yeah.
And knock that ball in.
John Jay, who do you want as quarterback this season? Oh, Trey Lance is QB number 1, and we got to address QB number 2. So, yeah. That's the most interesting. Who is going to back up Trey Lance? I think that's going to be the bigger question once Jimmy leaves. Who's going to back him up? Because Sudfeld, I think he's overrated.
He's a poor man's Nick Foles. I don't know.
So, but hey, they'll figure it out. Remember, like I said, you do know John Lynch right now is calling everybody right now and to see which team is desperate, because there's going to be a very desperate team. And I keep saying this, that it's going to be a team we least expected, because everyone's talking about Tampa Bay. Everyone's talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'll be surprised. Like if it is the Pittsburgh Steelers, then maybe all the info was correct. But that's the info that I'm being told. But we'll find out, because I just saw a podcast from KMBR, the Bay Area's radio, and one guy says that there's a sleeper team, and he says it could be the Indianapolis Colts. And they asked him, don't they have Carson Wentz? Well, they're not 100% feeling Carson Wentz. We'll see what happens. Like, anything's possible.
But if the Colts are in the mix, man, I'm wondering what kind of compensation we're going to get in return.
Yeah, because they have no compensation, because all their compensation is with the Eagles.
The problem with that situation is, like, are they going to swap us Carson Wentz for that trade, or they're going to give us back Buckner, or what? That ain't gonna happen, but I know I can only dream.
But what if this?
So Carson might go to Pittsburgh. Damn, that would be insane.
Yeah.
But what about this? What if the Raiders new coach, don't like Carr, and he wants Jimmy G?
Well, that is a sleeper team right there. That is a dark horse, since you mentioned that part. Like, even though it's not a need at that point, because you would feel like, hey, he likes Carr, Carr would be the guy. But what if McDaniels has a different opinion?
Yep.
What if he doesn't even want him, dude? Remember what he did with Jay Cutler? He traded that dude for Kyle Orton. So nobody knows, bro. Like, Josh McDaniel might just act cool for a little bit, but he might pull some snake move right there.
I don't like, since John Gruden took over the team. Carr has been floated out that the Raiders don't want him, but for whatever the reason, he's stuck around for 4 years. So I'm a little bit confused. Do they want him? So remember, like, the quarterback.
Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows Carr's better, but dude, it's all up to Josh McDaniels if he likes him or not. He's got until like free agents to decide it.
Jimmy G's for the Patriots.
We'll see what happens.
Jimmy G's for the Patriots. So
yeah, like I said, if you're like very rational, like the 3 teams that make sense are the Texans because they're rebuilding, and Jimmy G could be a good stopgap to rebuild and continue to develop Davis Mills, or maybe they can bring a quarterback in the draft. If Roger leaves and they somehow keep Devontae Adams, Jimmy Garoppolo knows the same system, and it's a cheaper deal than Aaron Rodgers. They'll save about like $10 to $12 million. And so that's another thing. And of course, another team that makes sense, and I know this is not going to happen, it could be New England again, because I don't think Bill Belichick is sold on Mac Jones, because I saw something from the New England newspapers that they're saying that they might try to trade Mac Jones to another team. So I don't know what's going on, but we'll see what happens. Like I don't make no predictions, but those are some things that if you put 2 and 2 together makes a lot of sense. So
Nah, it can't be. It can't be the Saints because they're broke on cap space. They got to clear up more. But that could be a dark horse. That could be a dark horse if they clear up a lot of cap space.
Like, hey, listen, like they have to let a lot of players go or restructure people's contracts. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Saints.
I think they're going to have to cut Michael Thomas, bro. Michael Thomas isn't cutting it for them. As much as he's still good as a receiver, bro, you can't afford this guy. You're going to have to make your move out of him.
Yeah.
I mean,
last year he was out for the year because he suffered like an ACL injury before the season started, I think. Well, yeah, he suffered a severe knee injury.
And the point about the Saints is, man, they're going to have to make some tough decisions. Cameron Jordan is going to have to be cut, bro. He's holding your cap space. Michael Thomas is going to have to go, dude. Those two players have to go because you're going to have to clear up more cap space. And if you don't have a quarterback going into the season and you really do think that Taysom Hill's the answer, then, hey, good luck with it, bro. He's probably going to give you maybe about 6 to 7 wins at best, bro. He ain't the answer.
Hey, guess who's in the platform of Lawrence Jackson?
Hey, you like him, huh? You want him on your show?
I like him. He's pretty cool.
Hey, he's a good dude. He's a funny guy.
I like him.
Hey, he does a good podcast where he does a good podcast when he smokes.
I saw your stream. He was there, and then the other dude, who's that other guy? I've never seen him before.
The one that looks like Steph Curry.
Is that Steph Curry?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that Minded calls him, like little Steph Curry.
Little Steph Curry.
He's the one from Oakland. But he's on my show. Like I have him and Lawrence on my show, so I'm going to work on a weekly with them.
Cool.
But OG had something going on, so he wasn't able to go. But maybe by next week he could.
Yeah, OG. That's Moses.
Got potential. No, the stream's got potential. Like the way the stream hit off, dude, it's already up to 100+ views right now, so it's looking promising.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna. OG Moses. But if I can keep the stream to like maybe 50 minutes at the maximum, then I'd be okay with it. I don't want to go anywhere in an hour or less, man.
I don't. I don't do very long streams with my guests because they're busy with work and stuff.
Yeah. What's happening, folks? Hey, he was watching wrestling. I was watching a little bit of AEW a little bit. It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Saints, I don't know how they've been able to manage the cap space, but they're going to have to force a lot of significant pay cuts, man. Mm-hmm. Didn't they just overpay Taysom Hill a lot of money just for being a gadget player? Like, I think they paid him $95 million.
They paid him so much money.
How do you pay this guy, bro? He hasn't even been like quite a. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't know about a quarterback, bro. I thought at first he seemed like the guy that could be the answer, but I don't know, dude. I don't think he's a gadget player.
Hey, listen. We don't have to worry because we're not Saints fans. Like for Saints fans, I bet you they're like, getting really angry. Oh, it's my boy Shifty.
Hey, John, I just emailed you back. Hey, Shifty.
I'll see you tomorrow, man. I'll send you all the links.
Hey, Shifty Niners Talk. Good to see you, man. It's the first time seeing you on my channel. What's up, man?
He's my boy from San Francisco. Shout out to my SF boys.
Yeah, hopefully he gets back to me. I can get him on the show, too. Yeah. What's up, Chardall? You can't come on the stream, buddy. All right, let's see. See you then, bud. Yeah. Yep. Hey, but he should definitely get back on me if he wants to go on. Yo, I'm down too. Yeah, for sure, man.
That was you, man. Yeah, you got to get shifty, my SF boy. Yeah.
Hey, dude, I'm shifty. Yeah, I'm the shot. I'm the realist as they come, man. Like I speak truth the way I want. But hey, the NFC West Network is making me the name, bro. I'm the brand.
Oh, it's been confirmed. Me and Travis Berg are doing a show. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, Travis Burge is he's a good dude, man. I really like him.
Yeah.
Like out of all the other people, like he's at least one of the nicest guys when it comes down to it.
Dude, like he left a chat. I mean, he left a message in my chat, said that he can take like $300 and turn it to like $4,000 or $5,000. So I'm like, damn, I need to call his accountant.
That guy I guess he bets pretty good. That's probably why he doesn't care about his super chat money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The other day he gave me $2 the other day, which is cool.
Yeah, Travis Berg is my boy.
Yeah, Travis Burge is like a really he kind of reminds me a little bit like Will Ferrell, bro. A really cool dude with the funny character.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of has that MJF look. He's cool.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, that AEW is becoming more popular.
It's kind of it gives you a little bit like it gives you a little bit of the vibe of ECW a bit, but more of that old school WCW in the mix. Oh, dude, I should definitely go there if there's a prospect. I might want to check out Ronnie Rivers because I heard he's the running back that could be considered a prospect.
The idea that John Jay just got in his head by your boy Adam. If you're able to go to that pro day, you could actually do player interviews. You say, "Oh yeah, I got media pass," and then you can talk to all the players and spotlight them and you could do like a little montage. That's an idea.
Yeah, I might think about it if it's on my day off, dude.
Yeah,
it depends on my schedule. But yeah. I'm not too far off from Fresno State too. I'm right down the corner, so I'm not too far.
I know. Yeah, Cal and Stanford, they're scheduling their pro.
Oh
days.
yeah. Since Edo Carrillo gave me a good idea, dude, I gotta go with this plan. And dude, it's not even that far, bro. I'm just like maybe 2 miles away from here, bro. Nothing. Yeah. At least 2 miles. I'm not too far.
If I'm not busy and if Cal has their pro day, I'll probably just take the subway across the bay, and then I'll probably do that, and like maybe do a little montage. That's an idea.
But I'm thinking more of like just interviewing Ronnie Rivers because I think he's the only prospect out of Fresno State who's considered at least a guy who could be draftable. The rest of them I don't know much about. I just know that Ronnie Rivers kid is going to be draftable.
He
would be like a Matt Breida type running back for us if we draft him. But I don't think
Adam, spot on.
That's what I was thinking. It would help his views. Yeah, it would. Perfect. It would definitely.
And also, you'll be able to meet college players, and then if they get drafted, they'll go on your show on a regular, and that's how people do content.
I met him. Yeah, I just met one. I just met a defensive end from Fresno State. Like, he wears number 90. He's a redshirt freshman, so he's telling me that he plays over there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I just met him off of a different job site. And
I was looking at some of the college prospects, and now you have to go to their agent, which sucks. Damn. Because if they don't have no agent, you could just like talk to them.
Yeah, like Josh Hockett. If I would have had the time then, bro. If I would have had YouTube then, I probably would have interviewed this guy. Because he's just he's just right down the area of my in-laws, bro. He's not too far off.
Yeah.
Dude, he lives right. He lives right down the neighborhood of my in-laws, bro. I could have had the chance to meet him.
I'll be back.
All
right, man. Well, I mean, Ronnie Rivers wouldn't be a bad choice to interview because you can definitely see where the Niners could lean towards, bro. I mean, if you look at Ronnie Rivers, I don't know what his 40 time is or how he plays, bro. He's been a very productive back, but maybe the way he played in college can really translate better in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't He's under 200 pounds. I think he's, 5'9", 195 pounds, kind of exactly the same weight as Matt Breida. I think he's kind of like the similar built like Matt Breida. Usually around that weight, that's lightweight for a running back. But if he's a change of pace back, he'd be good. The only problem is there isn't like I got to look more into the Fresno State prospects, but I've only just seen that Ronnie Rivers kid. That's about it.
Yep.
If I'm mistaken, wasn't there? There's a cornerback, but he's not talked about. He's not a big name out there.
Anyway, hey CG,
what's up, man?
Spoke Sunday or Monday.
Smoke Monday. I want to get this guy on my show, but he hasn't reached back to me.
Spoke Monday. He's the Chad Ocho Johnson of this generation.
Well, I mean, you had a different guy's name too coming into the draft. Also, remember we had that guy in our roster for a little bit, and then he just got cut.
Think so.
Now, remember that one guy with the funniest name in the draft?
I forgot.
Oh, Aaron Mosby. Okay, I might need to check him out then. But I might want to check out Ronnie Rivers. Yeah, he's from East Palo Alto, but played at Fresno State just like Keyshawn Johnson did. Keyshawn Johnson's on our roster now.
Mm-hmm.
We just signed that kid from Fresno State, but he was with the Eagles on their practice squad. Was on the Arizona Cardinals for one season or two, and then he got cut.
Yep.
Not sure what kind of role he's going to have, but he might have a chance to make the team because of his ability yards after the catch type of situation. I don't know. I wouldn't sleep on Keyshawn. That kid could be a baller. I mean, if you broke Devontae Adams' record in college, bro, then it tells you a lot that you might be good or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I look at his production. He was the most reliable receiver for them at Fresno State.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Henry Elliott had those records like that. And some old school Rams fan will tell you who I'm talking about. When I talk about Henry Elliott, they'll probably say, "Oh yeah, that's that one receiver we had from Fresno State." A lot of these new Rams fans wouldn't even know who the hell Henry Elliott was. Like they would say, "Is that Isaac Bruce?" Nope, that's Henry Elliott.
Yep.
Hey, that's how you can test the Ram. That's how you can test some of the Rams fan base. Is if you ask them who the hell's Henry Elliott, and they'll probably just say, "Is that Isaac Bruce?" Oh yeah, they are from there. Joe Mixon I like, but it's too bad that a lot of the teams were backing off of his issue. But other than that, the guy's exceptionally good. And then Najee Harris is more of a power back, but he's been overused a lot in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. Well, Najee Harris is a every down bag. Basically, he can go first down, second down, third down, and even fourth down if they wanted. That's the difference.
That's why Pittsburgh drafted him for a reason, because he can be that guy.
Yeah.
And he's proven to be that.
Yeah.
A lot of these players play a factor, man. It does come down to that. But so there's this Aaron Mosby guy that I'll probably check out. Yeah, CG, these pro day interviews get your foot in the door because you meet a lot of scouts from different teams. Well, I got to make sure I have my schedule in, or else I jump in there. I'd definitely be down with it, man. If you can get in contact with me, we can definitely figure out a schedule how to get out there, dude. That would be my way to build my channel, is to go in person too. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure I'll probably meet some 49er scouts out there too, if they're out there.
Yep.
So the one that they're talking about is Aaron Mosby too, and then they're talking about Ronnie Rivers, the running back, the one that's kind of like the undersized running back that's got that. I think he's like the fastest player on their team, unless I'm mistaken, but I think he's one of the faster guys. And then they got this one receiver, I forget his name, Mims or something, but I don't think he doesn't declare till the following year or something like that. I think he isn't declared till next year too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that tight end. I don't know if he still hasn't declared the draft yet, but I've watched some of their footballs from time to time. Usually I go down there because I'm like I don't live too far off from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if my in-laws give me tickets to the game, of course I'm going to go out there because it's fun to go watch a game in person. But realistically, not really a big fan of them like that. I just watch the game. Big difference, but definitely kind of get the roots of where they're coming from. So what do you think, John Jay? You're going to go to the colleges and do the same thing or not?
To see if I have time. So say, when because Cal's closer to me, which is funny. And
Yeah.
I've been to Cal like 100 times in my lifetime, even since I was a kid. So I got a lot of friends, and they can take me up there, and we can hang out with some of my boys and my cousins because they also like a lot of my friends who were smart. Either they were smart or they played sports. They went to Cal. That's the school that they went to. So I'm a huge Cal fan because of family.
Don't rub it in, damn Adam. Damn you. If I saw Lincoln Riley, I'd punch him in the face.
I know you won't be at USC Pro Day, AK.
I'll throw a punch on Lincoln Riley's face for being a traitor, if I had to be honest.
Man, he got under your skin, man. He's like, I'll believe you, CG. I hope the team is horrible for the next 40 years.
Hey, but John Jay, so which Cal player declared in the draft that you might want to check out?
That's a good question. I did not watch a lot of college football this year. So
I just know I haven't been watching as much lately, but I've been checking out some guys and from Oklahoma because I've always watched them all the time. Well, we got two good pass rushers from Oklahoma that can definitely fill the void for like in case Arden Key leaves, we can draft these guys. There's this guy that everybody likes, Nick Bonito, which he's a really good stud pass rusher. And then there's this Isaiah Thomas, who's a really up and coming pass rusher out there. He's already declared the draft. And then we got this guard from Oklahoma, which I think you can get him in the third round and develop him as a starter. He's got the big traits, and he's a physical blocker. And then the running back Kennedy Brooks is a really good back, but we already drafted one from Ohio State. That's kind of exactly what happened with that guy. But I think if we drafted Kennedy, I think he'd be more of a physical type back, if anything else. I want to see what Trey Sermon can do in the second year. I'm not giving up on the kid just yet. I know he had a struggling rookie year. Maybe in the second year he'll progress. We'll see.
My nephew cut Cal's football player, basketball players here.
Oh yeah, Cal, man. I know in Cal, there's always solid players out there. It's either I don't know. They're like when you think of Cal Berkeley, I think you think of a lot of the safeties or linebackers out there. Not big flashy names. Their linemen are okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like Cal is known for their linebackers.
Yeah.
I think in the last 10 years, they've had 4 or 5 linebackers drafted.
Yeah, and Michael Kendricks was a starter from the get-go too, and he went down that college. Zach Follett went down there, but he slided to the 7th round, but he was a really good contributor down there. There's quite a few good ones, man, but Fresno State, they don't really produce big names out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we had Jeff Tedford, we had wide receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, offensive line. Yeah.
They try to bring that shit over there at Fresno State with Jeff Tedford too, bro. I don't know. He had some success there in Fresno State for a little while, and then he retired because of health reasons. Now he's coming back again. I don't know. I get that.
I think he's in his 60s, so I'm a little bit surprised why he still wants to coach.
And he's been having heart issues too. I don't get it.
No. Yeah. Remember, he's been successful. Yeah. I guess he's not like the big the big college names, but he was good. He was very successful
In Cal Berkeley, he had most of his success, but in Fresno State, he did win. I think he had the chance. He won the Mountain West title before.
Yeah, like I said, he's a good coach. It's just that he's not like Nick Saban,
but he's good enough.
Yep,
there's a difference. I mean, he's good enough, but lately, what made him step away from coaching was his health reasons. But yeah, I don't know why, but Cal games were more interesting than Stanford games. But David Shaw is a heck of a coach.
I know he's
good, a heck of a coach. I know.
Yeah, but the program in the last 3 years has declined. Has declined. It's not the same no more.
Yeah,
like basically when Harbaugh took over, and then probably the first 5 seasons, Stanford was consistent, but then after the 2017 season, they just started to fall. I don't know what happened. Maybe Shaw's is not good at recruiting no more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Man. I got to do a quick round check.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at this guy talking about the Washington Commanders.
Yep.
Say, one of their football players in trouble with the law.
And that organization, I feel horrible for them. Yeah, they chose a weird name, but I don't know.
But this guy in trouble, and he, again, driver speed. Another driver, one of the young men is a safety. He's a safety,
mm-hmm.
and he's also on the special team captain. Driving his car fast, too
mm-hmm.
fast, lost control.
Here's a Cal player.
Girlfriend.
Here's a Cal player. He's a safety. He's a senior, so he's eligible for the draft. 49 solo tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, 2 pass deflections, 72 overall tackles for a safety. Those are pretty good numbers, but I don't think he's a top prospect. He'll probably be drafted on day 3. Yep. Yeah, imagine if I could go to Cal's pro day, that would be fun. That would be really good content, and then I can get some prospects numbers, and I can have them on my show. So that was a smart idea from the comment in the chat. That was smart.
Yeah. Well, I said that's the guy that ruined his life.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm back.
CG.
What's up, man?
Did you hear about that guy from the Washington Commanders? That safety?
Yeah.
Special team. He crashed his car, killed his girlfriend.
Oh, you mean the one player from the Washington Commanders currently?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. A lot of drama? Damn it, these players. They can't even stay out of trouble.
Hey, that organization is just going to get bad to worse.
Well, here's what can happen for this organization. There's been a lot of lawsuits going on with Daniel Snyder, and there's a good chance he might have to be forced to sell the team. And if I'm a Washington Commander fan, I'd be more than happy just to be relieved that Dan Snyder could be out of ownership, because this lawsuit could lead towards him possibly serving jail time, and there's no other way he can get away from it. If it's true, if it's very much accurate and true from what they're saying, he is considered sexually assaulting these female workers, bro. That's a serious matter. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one guy that'd be forced to sell the team. And he was temporarily, I think he was forced to be suspended, and then his wife had to take control of the team for right now. So, yeah, they do. It does help the channel grow. But it depends on how many audience you have also too.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about Fresno State is I have to know what time they're going to do the pro day, and it has to be where I'm not at work, or else this sucks.
It's probably going to be between 8 o'clock all the way to 2 o'clock. So it's probably going to be early. Because I remember when they had a USC Pro Day, it was at 8 o'clock in the morning. I remember I woke up and I was going to check out NFL Network, and they were showing the USC. It was like 8:15. That was like early. I don't know if they did that on purpose.
I hate when they do the morning shit because then it just catches me off guard.
Yep.
If they did Fresno State in the afternoon and I'm able to catch on to it, of course I'll take a chance to go out there. But dude, how can they get like? Let me ask you that, man. Just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you'll get away with everything all the time. Remember, DeBartolo was forced to sell the team, and he was making billions of dollars.
Yeah, but the Barlow, what he did was was bad, but it wasn't like he was trying to do something. Because you and I live in California, and I tell YTC and all those other guys that we're very regulated when it comes to everything. Like there are a lot of rules about many things here in the States. So he wanted to do a casino here in California, but the rules. So he went to one of those states in Louisiana where there were like barely any regulations. Dan Snyder, he's been accused of things that he's done, but at the end of the day, I think this is what he's going to do. So he's probably going to say, you know what, in the next 3 to 5 years, he's probably going to have enough of it. He's probably just going to sell the team. So.
Well, that's the issue, because it's going to become an issue because a lot of female employees that were cheerleaders for the Washington Commanders are pretty much putting it out there. And if it's true as it is, bro, it's not going to look good on him, and it's pretty much going to force him to sell the team.
Look at this picture from your favorite YouTuber, the SF9er or Brad. He has a picture of Homer Simpson wearing a Bengals jersey.
What the fuck, man? I don't know, man. I don't even know what's up with this guy. It's like he
has like 31,000 subscribers. Damn.
I mean, I get the part. He has a lot of connections. He has a lot of ways to build his content. I get what he does. I mean, it's hard to deny it, but damn, this guy is he acts like he's the big shot out here, man. So you're gonna promote other YouTubers like Oponte out there and quite a few other guys that were in the same level as me at one point, but it's because they took them with guys like Grant Cohen, a lot of guys that elevate themselves.
Well, he posted like this video, the 49ers, Deebo Samuel talks about Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all he posts, man. That's all. He got 40,000. He got 40,000 views in 7 hours, and then he put another Deebo Samuel. He got 23,000 in 12 hours. So he does a good job. This guy's
making hell of money. I'm telling you, he's making more money out of this.
So like
now you're gonna see First Takes get some more of that cloud because it's becoming that same trend, bro. But hey, man, it's good for everybody else.
Hey, he has.
I wish there was a way to get them out of views, but
he has a sponsor. It's one of those like those betting sites. So he got one of those sponsors. So I don't know how much he's getting paid to have the logo on his channel, because when you have a sponsor, they pay you a little commission. Either they pay you like once a month, and I don't really think it's like a lot of money. I think probably maybe between like $250 to $1,000 per month, or they get a little commission. So hey, like, props to him. Like, it sucks that we have to like struggle and grind, but props to him. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, and it's gonna take time.
It's not easy. It's not even easy to get a sponsor, dude. And he makes it sound like everybody was knocking on his door, man. Come on, man.
Well, you have to apply for a sponsorship, and
you
get
do.
turned down very easily. Yeah, and remember, it's like I said, like a lot of people think what we do is so easy, and we barely get paid anything. Like I'm still waiting for my second check, because it took me 2 months to get my first check, and then only 1 month I got my check on time, and I gotta wait till I think like 10 or 11 more days before I get my third check.
Well, that's what happens, man. I'm not saying I'm mad about it or anything like that, but it's like some of these guys act like they got their shit like that, dude.
Mm.
The one thing I could give credit where it's due. From day one, man, I've always thought there was something good about First Takes, but I guess his way of changing his direction was just whatever, man. But I've always thought this guy always had the ability to do what he does, but his direction of changing the way he's done lately, he hasn't shown the humbleness of himself. So that's why it's good.
Well, like I said, if he wants to act like that, that's his choice. Like,
Yep.
I know it's kind of messed up that he's being a bit greedy, but it's working for him, and like that's the reason why I don't really like. I'm looking at my subscriber count, my exact number. So I'm gonna pull it up, and I got 1,000. I got 1,000. My internet's slow. 1,189. So I'm 11 subscribers away from 1,200. So I'm grinding. It basically since the season started, I think I've had like 102 subscribers in 4 months. Almost 5
and then
it's a slow growth, but it is what it is. It's not like, hey, everyone subscribe. It's not about the subscriber. It's about the.
It's been tough, man.
The view count.
It's been tough, It's been a little tough for me, but I ain't gonna complain about it. Like, I'm at 3,000, almost 40 subscribers. I mean, it's kind of been a grind. No, I already had them on my channel. I had them plenty of times, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I had Jesse Naylor like 2 different occasions. I had well, maybe with Wayne Breezy, I'll probably get some more of his followers coming on my channel, but by either on the 15 or something like that. He already got in contact with me, so he's already given me a schedule that it can work for him, so he doesn't give me the late heads up, because sometimes his schedule depends on what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Wayne Breezy, I guess from what a lot of people a lot of the people from other communities, they've always told me that Wayne Breezy likes me, and he doesn't really say nothing bad about what other content creators would say. Like you said, John Chapman says a lot of good things about me. Same with Wayne Breezy.
Dude, do you ever talk to him? Like, just talk to him. Like, I talk to him. I talk to him. Well, I don't talk to him every single day, but I check in with him.
No, but Wayne's always been like one of the main dudes. Like, even though he's grinding his content, he kind of shows a little good side of himself, and he's kind of a hardworking guy. I mean, well, he started off with Nothing But Niners. That's how I found the YouTube channel to begin with. That's how I knew who Wayne Breezy was, because he was from that channel. And then from there, he started elevating himself, and now he's doing his thing. Mm-hmm. And he's got his nitty gritty Niners, bro. It's becoming such a thing. And the thing I like about him is he's always been humble with me. Like, even at times when I was reaching my milestone, he would come in with me and congratulate me. And he would be like one of the, like, if he sees your channel and he comes around, it's rare for him to come on your channel. Mm-hmm. But if he does, bro, then you should be really thankful, because he doesn't come on everybody's channel all the time.
Yeah. Like I said, I like I said, if I'm not gonna pester him, that's not my style. I don't pester people.
But he's a down to earth dude.
Like basically tomorrow, I remember Shifty's gonna be on, and then Travis Berg on Friday, and then our good friend Kelch Chronicle is gonna be. So I have 3 interviews in a row. So I'm gonna be so busy.
Yeah, that's what everybody likes about. Wait, I think that's where you came from. I think you came from Wayne Breezy's channel, I believe, or Nothing But Niners. Yeah, I think that's where I seen this guy come around. I think he was the one guy that was talking hella smack on you, John Jay, that one time. Remember that one guy?
What guy?
Remember that one guy that was talking smack about you on your analyst shit? Remember, like, a while back? Remember, like, during, like... No. Remember that one time where you were kind of like, at first you guys started off in a weird way, but then he started being cool with you at that point? Remember, he was talking about how you were acting like a bunch of like these ESPN shit. I think that's the guy right there. I think that's the guy right there.
Oh, is that Landlord?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Oh, it's Landlord.
I think it's Landlord, bro. I mean, it should be, because he said he would come around. That's the same dude. See, that's how I could spot that was him.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot all about landlord. I remember, that day he came in because I was like, because
Yeah, he was talking shit. He's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then you guys were acting all cool eventually. And then he's like, oh,
no,
okay.
he wasn't talking shit. He was just telling me that the
You
way
act like ESPN-ish.
yeah, he was not saying nothing. Yeah, he did not say nothing bad about me. He was just like, I was just acting like Stephen A. Smith and Colin Coward.
No, he's saying your shit is nothing but them. Says I don't watch that shit. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah,
Hey, he's laughing because he knows it's him. That dude knows it's you, bro. He knows what I was talking about. He doesn't forget about it. So he does
no,
have a good understanding. So that
yeah,
was him.
but you're making it sound like like he came in and he was cursing me out. He didn't do that.
Well, he did it first, just because he didn't curse like completely bad. He was just like saying, you're trying to act like freaking Stephen A. Smith and the rest of those
I don't.
cats.
Yeah, that's all he said. He didn't say nothing bad about me. And plus, like I can take criticism. I have thick skin.
Well, nothing but Niners. Yeah, I've noticed that they're all East Coast, man. Like, Wayne Breezy, I believe he's from Connecticut, and I think the guy Mike is from Pennsylvania, and I think Nick is from New Jersey. I think.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's from New York. Forget the other guy's name, Tony or something.
All right, CG. I gotta be up in the morning. I gotta go to work. So it was great hanging out with you and my boy, Corey Davis.
Hey, Rob Shoe's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to dispute him, but like he doesn't look at. He's a cool dude. I give him that. Like he's always been he's a humble guy. When he knows you, when he gets to know you, he'll be cool with you. But sometimes I kind of think, man, you don't do the promo business. I guess that's how you roll, bro.
I know.
I get that part.
Whatever. Hey, that's just how it is.
Yeah, he likes your content. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Adam Carrillo's a local guy, so he knows me from day one. So he's probably one of the guys that comes on my channel every now and then. But he's too shy to go on my channel.
All right, CG, you have a good rest night. Stay safe at work. Corey, it's always good hanging out, but I got to wake up early. I'm back working, so I'm glad I'm working again. But I got to get some sleep.
All right.
Okay.
You going to call it a day too, Corey? Are you going to? All right, man. I'm probably going to call it a day also, since nobody's coming around and just only Adam and Landlord coming in. That's about it.
All right.
Night, guys. Crazy. All right, man. All right, Corey.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Catch you later, man.
Peace.
Peace.